What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Tuesday, November 23rd, 2021. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I appreciate you all so much. Thanks for being here with me. I hope you had a good Monday. It ended up being quite the moon's day. Kind of more emotional than I thought, but I mean, of course, with the moon in Cancer, it's like, all right, it's going to be emotional, but it was emotional. We still have a moon in Cancer today, and it's definitely doing a lot, as it will make trines over to Mars in Scorpio and over to Neptune in Pisces. And there's a little bit of grand trine in water energy. I think the big news is this Sun South Node in Sagittarius at 1 degree, because one is the sun, one is your soul's identification. And this is, I mean, a kind of like in between eclipses. It's so fated. It's crazy. This is like karmically, we are reinventing a new story. We're rewriting a story for ourselves, and we're kind of like letting one from the past go. And this is like where that tie takes place. And it's like, within your gut, intuitively, spiritually, how to take action and kind of forge in this Sagittarius expansive fire right now, what that is to you. And it's got to have that polarity of the North Node in Gemini as the Sun opposes that North Node. It's got to have your truth baked into the pie, baked into like the recipe of the story that you kind of came here for. So I think collectively, people are about to start writing a whole new story that, especially depending on where that lunar eclipse in Taurus was in your chart, like the story kind of it's kind of based around that and like how you're manifesting at that position in your life. Beautiful stuff. I mean, it can definitely be extremely sensitive, but that's because we have to trust that sensitivity. It's such a psychic day, and you're going to know intuitively, everything's going to feel strong, but it's like, how can you intuitively move for those desires that you're being called towards? That's rewriting your story of your life. I mean, I know that might sound crazy to people, but your story is changing right now, and it gets like locked in on December 4th when we get the solar eclipse in Sag at 12 degrees, which will be quincunx Uranus. Lots going on. Of course, Mars and Venus are still in sextile. We can create right now, but it's almost like with Venus in shadow and getting ready to station on Pluto and spend December on Pluto. Look, we just got to hold a high integrity for our values right now, but be willing to hold that integrity through any sort of transformation or change that we're rewriting on this story. And I think with the moon starting off the day in opposition to Venus, like it becomes like, hey, like, let's really balance out how we're feeling deep within ourselves with what we're feeling about the outer world or the persona in life or the things that we are trying to use our ambition for to create. And then the moon will finish off the day also in opposition to Pluto. Man, that's a big opposition as we're in between eclipses. Of course, we've been getting moon in Cancer opposed Pluto for many, many years now. So we're kind of used to this time of the month where we're kind of digging deep and investigating our emotions, because these are the emotions and the desires that are changing our destiny. And it's just a big time. Everything that we're doing right now is a catalyst for this new story in our life. So today's very important. I will say that with Saturn being so strong at 8 degrees, which is a master Saturn and Capricorn number in Aquarius, and being 10 plus 10, I mean, these are strong scores. But Saturn being so strong, I mean, it is so important to be in a high level of integrity, to be in a high level of your character for your frequency, Aquarius, for your future. What level, like what wave are you at right now? And are you ready to rewrite the story for the highest version of that wave, for what you're likely already seeing, where the future can build? And we almost want to like not focus too much or be too heady, but like just really trust our gut. The intuition has all the answers today, and with Mars in trine to the moon, we can move powerfully with this intuitive nature, and really penetrate deeply into this new story. So I think that it's a beautiful day for whatever the story is that you're creating. Let's go see, let's go try, let's go throw things out there into the universe and see if they stick. That's the only way on this journey that we're going to know if it's going to pay out, if it's going to be the thing. This is Mercury's final day in Scorpio. Mercury will come into Sagittarius tomorrow. So definitely edgy mind day of like penetrating all the depth. We could be, I mean, especially with the moon in Cancer, opposite Pluto, trine Mars. It's such an emotional day. We do not want to, go back into detrimental places. Like we want to find our strength and our power, but our mind's on edge here. As Mercury's, looking at Sag like, oh, geez, this is a wide open territory, and it is detriment for Mercury, but it's going to be with the sun. So we're also getting a lot of messages from our heart and our soul here about how we can rewrite this story. And even with Mercury coming close to the South Node, which is disposited by Jupiter, and Mercury, of course, is ruled by the North Node, like it's just gotta, it's like the facts have shown up. Why don't you trust that and set boundaries around that before going into the expanse? Get your boundaries right today, because this is where the new story is like really taking off, and it's going to test. I feel like there is character test that's going on right now with Saturn so strong at 8 degrees, and Saturn and Chiron are in their sextile all week. So I mean, talk about like finding power though in your integrity and in the highest version of yourself and your independence that you want to dedicate to. There's definitely some beautiful stuff. I love where we're at right now. I think it can definitely be a pretty intense day, especially emotionally, but that does not by any means say that this new story and this new journey is not going to be amazing. I feel like, Sag is benefit, and it's Jupiter energy, and this story is the one. It's the one. It's such a crucial time for humanity right now. This is the rewrite to the highest version of yourself, the highest truth, what timeline you want to be on. Like, you chose to make a choice in these moments to be on a certain timeline, and this is where you get to dedicate to that and expand your consciousness and your reality based on that story that you want to write for yourself right now. Appreciate you all very much. I hope you have a beautiful Tuesday as always. And I apologize, I'm a little tired. It was a long day. We got the Two of Wands in reverse. There's choices that our heart just knows we need to make for this expanse, for this journey, for this new story. And if you don't think that you have the opportunity to manifest and mold this journey, this story, you're tricking yourself and you're fooling yourself, and you're not paying attention, because all the facts have shown up to show you what you can start doing and what you can dedicate to, and hold a high level of inner security based around, and act intuitively and powerfully for that. So it's a day of choices. You want to make those choices and not leave yourself feeling like, oh, I'm in the story I don't want to be in. If you're in a story you don't want to be in, this is the rewrite moment. And we got that because of the Ten of Swords. Like, if we don't make a choice, we're sticking another sword in our back and staying on some frequency and some timeline we don't want to be on. But I think so many of us have reached a pinnacle point here and are ready to rewrite the ship and to penetrate with our mind and our ego and our energy into a new story that is not sticking swords in our back. It's actually uplifting us, and we're pulling out of any rock bottom moments, and we're ready to expand and grow. So it's a big day. I love it though. I'm just a little tired for this horoscope, so I apologize. But I will catch you guys all tomorrow. Sending you my absolute best. Much love. Peace.